"Where's the coach?" Aldo Santos from Honduras asked. "You're looking at her," I said. Everyone froze. 23 pairs of eyes locked on me. "A woman?" burst out Aldo. He looked around as if waiting for someone to tell him it was a joke. Silence. He snorted and stalked from the room. I let him go. "Well, we're practicing this afternoon," I said, "and every day this week. We have a game coming up." Miss," someone mumbled, "we never practiced on school days before, only before games." "Well, maybe that's why this team has never had a winning season. Look, I'll be honest with you all. I don't know a lot about soccer, but I know about learning, and we're going to have to work and learn together this year. So let's stop talking and start playing." There was some exasperated muttering, but everyone filed out onto the field. I began some passing drills and right away noticed something strange. The boys seemed very good. They all came from countries where kids started kicking soccer balls as soon as they could walk, but they never used each other's names. It was always, "Hey, red shirt. Yo, curly hair." I called them together. "Doesn't anyone know anyone else's name?" They shook their heads. I ordered them to introduce themselves and assigned each boy a running partner. That raised a new problem. "Miss, I can't be with him. He's Egyptian." "What's wrong with that?" "Well, I'm from Honduras. We don't speak the same language. I'm not going to pass to him." The other boys had similar objections. I put my hands on my hips. "This is not acceptable. If I see anyone refusing to pass to someone from another country, I'm pulling you off the field. I don't care how good you are. Is that clear?" They sulked through the rest of the practice. Aldo turned up and joined in, his attitude even worse. By the time I got home, I was exhausted. Crawling into bed, though, I realized I'd been so busy thinking about the day and planning the next practice, I hadn't noticed the quiet of my condo. It was like the kids were still with me. Slowly, the team got better. Like I warned, I pulled kids off the field for refusing to pass. That got their attention. Then we won a game and complaints tailed off. We won a second game and I stopped hearing comments about being a woman coach. One day, Aldo shyly asked if I could give him a ride home. How surprised was I to discover he lived in the same condo complex. I dropped him off and I told him I was going to park my car. "It's okay, miss. You don't have to come in with me." "Aldo, I live here." His eyes widened. A few minutes later, he knocked on my door. Miss, my family's all out working. Would it be okay if I did some homework here?" "Not a problem," I said, and soon my condo became Aldo's unofficial study hall. A local newspaper, noticing we were winning, started covering our games. "Soccer success starts with Simonson." I posted the stories on a bulletin board, and the boys pored over them, shouting excitedly when they saw their names. A film student from a nearby community college asked if she could make a documentary about the team. I said sure, as long as I could show footage to the boys. I bought pizza and popcorn and held film sessions in my office. The boys loved it, hooting at every pass and goal. They got along so well, I decided to try taking them bowling one weekend. They bowled about as well as I passed a soccer ball. We had a fantastic time. One Saturday, 3 of the boys showed up at my place. By this point, I wasn't at all surprised by these visits. My condo, once so quiet, was now filled most afternoons and weekends with boisterous soccer players. Stephen, one of my forwards from Guatemala, and Jack and Michael, both Polish defenders, announced they wanted to take my Mercury Sable to be cleaned. "We don't mean to be rude, miss, but your car stinks," said Stephen. "It smells like soccer balls and sweat." Well, I couldn't argue with that, so I gave him the keys. A few hours later, they returned, my car looking like new. "Don't worry about it," they said. "You think we could come in and watch a movie?" We had made it to the playoffs and then the semifinals. Then, to everyone's amazement, we were in the league championship, playing Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, a New York soccer powerhouse. More than 200 people showed up at the Lincoln Stadium, including a stunned Hank Butka. The boys played brilliantly, passing with confidence, working as a team. When the clock ran down, the score was tied 1-1, and the game went to overtime, then to a second overtime. Finally, the winner was to be decided by a penalty shootout. The shots went back and forth, neither side scoring. Then Lincoln scored. We had to score or it was over. The ball was lined up, shot toward the goal, and missed. The crowd gasped. My heart fell. Then suddenly I saw my boys cheering. They were running around the field, hoisting their second-place trophy as if they'd won the championship. They surrounded me and swept me along.